What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of Backyard Country Living. It's almost fall-like weather we've been having here this last week or so. Getting down into the low 60s, upper 50s at night, and low 80s in the daytimes. Humidity is lower, so thankful for that. Got the old Harbor Freight 5-ton electric wood splitter back out today. And I don't know, several months ago I had done a video on it showing an upgrade that I had done with a foot switch to activate the electric motor versus the push button here that you have to operate with your hand. I'll put a link in the description back to that video if you want to see that. But this makes it much easier where you got both hands free versus having to hold that button. It's quite tiring on your thumb or your finger or whatever, and then I just like having both hands free to manipulate the wood or whatever I'm doing up top. But not suggesting you do this because, you know, in the thought of safety, sure that's why they had it the way it is. But anyway, to me, it's not any less safe. You know, you either remove your finger from the button or you remove your foot from the foot switch. And I'll show you the foot switch again. As I say, it's in that first video. But I had a gentleman, Charles, who had commented on that video, and he wanted to see a little bit more detailed, picture of exactly how I secured that push button so it would stay engaged all the time. And then, put the foot switch in its place. Obviously, you just press that to make it activate. I'm going to get in close here so you can see exactly what I did to secure that switch. And then, of course, the title of the video was, additional upgrades or more upgrades to the Harbor Freight wood splitter. That's right here on the trailer. So this is just one of those old little, cheap loan trailers. Sometimes you get when you purchase a lawnmower, or you can buy them at Lowe's or whatever. The ones that you have to replace the tires every year or inflate the tires every time you use them. You know the ones I'm talking about. Probably should get those flat free ones and I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, the drawback to me on this Harbor Freight wood splitter, obviously it's very low down to the ground, so splitting wood on it, and there again, I don't heat with wood. This is just recreational wood here, fire pit. We have a camp out or whatever, so I don't split very much. That's why I haven't invested in a gasoline powered wood splitter or whatever. This is plenty for me. I don't split anything real big or whatever. So. But anyway, I took one of these trailers that I really wasn't using. I've got this plastic pallet here that I think is something I brought home from work that we were going to throw away or whatever. And I have pretty much permanently mounted the Harbor Freight wood splitter here on this trailer. So now I can hook up to it with the four-wheeler, golf cart, lawnmower, whatever, pull it around. Of course, you got, can't pull it, you got to have electric, obviously, to operate it. But anyway, it gives you, it's not so hard on the back. Now it's right here, pretty much chest level, waist level to be able to, and you can see, I'll show you how I've got it secured on here. So it's, it can be taken off, but it's kind of, you can drive around and it's not going to fall off or anything. So first I want to show Charles exactly how I did that switch. Okay, so right here on the side is the little push button switch right here, and you can see basically you had a little lip sticking out there on the top and bottom, and I don't know if that's like a 1032, 832, really doesn't matter, something that it's going to be, I don't know, that's probably like 3 inches long or so, and I drilled a hole in the top. I'm trying to get that where you can see it better. I drilled a hole in the top and bottom, sort of back in there a little bit, so that when I put the I had to push the button in, stick the screw through the hole, put a wing nut on the bottom. I think it's a little bit loose right there, but so now you can see that keeps that button in place. You ain't got to worry about strapping it, tying it, whatever. As long as that screw is in place there, that button is not going to go anywhere. It's pushed in all the time. So just be careful, because this is plastic here, so you don't want to, make sure you get your measurements and get it lined up right before you drill it. But yeah, that's been on there, I don't know, a couple of years now. I've used it, to split a little bit each year, and I haven't had any trouble with it coming loose or anything. So that's exactly, I hope you can see that clearly exactly how I did that. I did put a washer on the top and bottom, but I think it's, I don't know, it looks like maybe a 832 or a 1032, I'm not sure. That's something, you know, you probably got in your garage, or if not, you can pick it up at hardware store, Lowe's, or somewhere like that. But anyway, you can see there, it's just an old Murray trailer, one of those little lawnmower trailers that I ended up, I have got this, I took some threaded rod and ran through with some nuts on it. So I have got the pallet bolted to the, you know, lip of the trailer there so it won't fall off. And then basically, I just took some big wire straps. I drilled these pieces of wood here so that the wheels could, you know, have a place to sit there and not roll. And then I put some, you know, heavy duty zip ties there. Put one back here just to secure it down so it can't move around. But yeah, it works out pretty good. See, I think I've had it on here. This will be the second fall or second winter coming up. But yeah, definitely helps the back. So let's split a couple pieces, and you can see how, you know, the level of it and everything. Don't have to do a whole lot of bending over. There was a little rough. You can see that also gives you a little work table here, you know, to be able to put your extra pieces of wood on. So anyway, yeah, you get the idea there. It definitely makes a less painful situation on the back. You know, having it up, you know, waist or chest level there. Yeah, the little Harbor Freight splitter is not going to set any speed records, or you know, you get some gnarly oak or something like that, or something with a lot of knots, you know, you're going to have a little trouble there. But just for what I use it for, I can't remember. I've had this thing about 5-6 years. I want to say it was $200 and some with one of the coupons or something, maybe $250. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, hope you like that. If you got an extra trailer around you're not using, and you got a little electric wood splitter like this, sure can help out the back. Alright, hey, while you're at it, hit that like and subscribe, and I appreciate you joining me. I'll catch you next time.